everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea here. So today I'm going to be doing kind of an update on the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation. I actually ordered another shade and I ordered the shade Punta Cana. So I think this is going to be a better color match. I used their shade finder on their website to narrow down my actual shade, and I think this is going to work for us. So stay tuned for some comparison and some swatches of the Punta Cana shade next to some shades that are more mainstream that work well for me. But before we get into the video, I just want to say welcome, hello to all of my first time viewers. Thank you so much for clicking on my video and for watching this video. And if you like it, I'd hope that you would stay and join my little family here on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And for all of my returning subscribers, y'all are the bomb. Thank you so much for your daily support. And let's just get into the video. Okay, so I am going to prime my face using the Revlon PhotoReady Pore Reducing Primer. I have really been loving this primer. I think it really does conceal my pores, and it doesn't leave my face dry either, which I really like. And then I'm going to go in with the Farsali Skintune Blur Primer to apply on the perimeter of my face. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the shade Punta Cana. I have not swatched it. It's a completely new bottle, so I hope this works. If you haven't seen my initial review, I've already reviewed this foundation. I really do like it. Today, though, what's going to be different is I'm going to wear actually more of the foundation since the shade should be a better color match. So that's the amount that I'm going to take onto my face. And I think this is going to be a much better shade, yeah. So today I'm going to apply more of the foundation compared to the amount of foundation that I used in my initial video. But I'll link that video above so that you can go back and watch it if you'd like it. So I'm going to take my damp beauty sponge, press this into the skin. And if you weren't aware, this foundation is serious full coverage. So as you can see, with just that little bit, you can barely see my freckles compared to this side of my face. Okay, so as you can see, much better shade match than the first one. I had the shade Kampala, and that was way too deep, but this looks so pretty. I'm so excited. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the concealer. I have the shade J13. I really do like this concealer, and we're just going to apply just a little bit. This concealer is also pretty full coverage as well as the foundation, so I don't need a lot of it to give me good coverage. So I'm just going to blend that in as well. Alright, so that is the concealer all blended in, and you guys, I am loving this. Like I said in my first video of this foundation, I've already worn this, so this will be my 4th or 5th time wearing this foundation. So I know that it wears very well on the skin. I've worn this in extreme heat and I was sweating, and by the end of the day it still was looking really good. It was still definitely on my face. I'm just happy that I've got a shade that I can actually wear. Am I going to apply more? Because I don't like my foundation to just be like cake face. I also like to show my freckles a little bit. So I don't want to put on more foundation. But I'm really glad to know that if I do ever want just a full out, full-blown, full coverage foundation, that I can get it with this. The texture of the foundation is so soft. It's definitely a soft velvety matte, because I don't feel like my skin looks dry. I honestly feel like if I wanted to, I don't have to set it if I wanted to go for more of like a dewier look. But yeah, I'm so excited that I found the shade. So if you are similar to me in shade complexion, we are Punta Cana in this particular foundation. So now I'm going to insert some foundation swatches comparing the Punta Cana shade to the Kampala shade of the Juvia's Place foundation. I'm also going to compare it to the two Fenty foundations that I have. I have 330 and 350. I'm going to compare it to the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, the NARS Sheer Glow foundation, and then the L'Oreal True Match foundation. I chose these foundations because I feel like these are all pretty mainstream foundations that most people either have or they've worn before. And then if you are a MAC girl, I do wear the shade MAC NC44 as a reference. I don't have that foundation with me, but I know that that's my shade. So yes, I'll insert some swatches and you can take a look to hopefully find your shade in the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation. Hey guys, so I'm back and I have finished putting on my makeup, so I'll have everything listed down below that I'm wearing on my face, but I am loving this shade. I think it's such a great match and I'm so excited. Initially, I did not want to pay for another foundation. I'll be honest, I was just like, I know it's not that expensive. It's $20, but I was like, I do not want to waste another $20 in this shade not work. But this is a really, really good shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear this for the rest of the day. I didn't do a full wear test in my first video because I had worn it multiple times. But the times that I wore such a light amount of foundation since the shade was so dark. So this time that I am able to wear more foundation, I want to do a full day wear test so you all can see what it looks like at the end of the day. And I do as well because like I said, I haven't been able to wear it as full coverage as this is. So I'll check back in at the end of the day and we'll see what it looks like. Hey everybody, I'm back. It is the end of the day and I've had this foundation on, I want to say for, let's see, I put it on around 6:15 this morning and it's now almost 5 o'clock. So, whoa. Almost like 11 hours, almost 11 hours. So I have some thoughts and let's just point out how my face looks. So I'm looking in the mirror now. I'm definitely experiencing some oils breaking through here and some oils breaking through here. Let me bring y'all in so you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, so I wanted to bring you all in so you could see what I'm looking at. So I have some oils breaking through right around here, some along my forehead. And mind you, I set my face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray and also my L'Oreal Dew Mist. So I did set my face with some dewy products and I am quite pleased with how this foundation held up. Like I said in my initial review of the products, that I felt like it held up really well under sweating and heat and things like that, but I wasn't wearing this much foundation. I noticed my oiliness starting to come through around the 6-hour mark, and I'll be honest, I did want to blot, but I was like, nope, not gonna blot because I wanted you all to see what I was able to see at the end of the day. I am happy to report that I'm not more oily. So this is what I looked like around the 6-hour mark, and this is what I look like almost 5 hours later. So I'm very pleased to say that I didn't accrue more oil throughout the day. I do have some creasing right here. And so most foundation does settle in this small line right here, but it's not a lot. Like I've had some foundations to where when I'm not talking, this small line is so indented because the foundation just like pulls there and it really gathers here. But when I go like this, I hardly see any settling. So I'm really happy to see that there's not a whole bunch of settling here. I don't really have too much settling in this small line here. So I'm really happy with this foundation. I'm like so excited that it held up with more coverage with more foundation wearing so that I can have more coverage. So I'm gonna zoom you out and then we're gonna touch up the foundation and then we'll conclude the video. Okay, so let's blot because I wanna see how this foundation will refresh. So I'm just gonna blot with some paper towel. Well, no, some toilet paper. Paper towel would be a little rough. And I'll just here. And I think this looks really, really good. I feel like, let me take a look. Yeah, I feel like if I needed to, I really could wear this foundation for like another few hours. It still looks really nice. You can still see my blush that I applied on this morning. Like I said, I put the foundation on around 6:15. I was done my makeup around, I want to say 6:45. So, you know, almost 10.5 hours later, my blush is very much still present. My highlight is still present. I'm really, really excited about how this foundation held up. I'm going to apply some of the Marc Jacobs Accomplice powder just to complete a full touch-up. And yeah, this foundation is very long wearing. Wow, that's pretty crazy. This is crazy that this foundation is like this long wearing. Like I said, I mean, I could keep this on really till the rest of the night if needed. I'm sure it wouldn't look that great if I kept it on till like 10 o'clock tonight. But seriously, I could keep this foundation on comfortably, easy, probably for another 3 hours. It's really good. This is a total win. Total win. But yeah, I'm so very excited that this foundation held up, and hopefully you found this review helpful to you, especially like I said with the shade match and comparisons, because I heard that the shade chart on the Juvia's Place website changed. So they put up some shade comparisons. So if you were this shade in this brand, you would be this shade in their foundation, and then they changed it. So I don't know about that. Oh, but I did want to tell you all this. I heard from the YouTuber here called Tiffany J, and I'll link her review down below because this is where I got the information from. The shade Kampala is equivalent to the shade Fenty Beauty 385, and that was a dead-on match for her. When I went through the shade match to on Juvia's Place website to get the shade Punta Cana, I actually came out with two shades, Punta Cana and Nairobi, and based on the shade description I went with Punta Cana because I think the Nairobi undertone was either cool tone or red tone. I can't remember off the top of my head, but the Punta Cana description sounded more like my foundation, and it's a really good match. I'm looking in the mirror here, so yes. So yes, those are my thoughts. I hope you all found this helpful, and I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below letting me know if you do have this foundation and concealer, how they work for you, or if you're going to get them. I just love to know your thoughts and how it's working for you. And yeah, I hope to see you all in my very next video. Bye guys!